Good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending on what time you actually get a chance to listen to this. We're here for another chance for me to talk to you guys. Today, before we get started, I want to say thank you to, just my tribe, because you guys have been real supportive, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, so if you keep showing up, I'll keep showing up too. Which is kind of ironic with the episode that I actually planned on doing today, because, it's talking about the quiet, unseen work. It's a kind of work that almost no one sees. It doesn't get posted. It doesn't get celebrated. And most of the time, it doesn't even feel productive while you're doing it. It's the work that happens when no one's watching, when the stands are empty, when the results haven't caught up yet. That's what we call the quiet work. And that's where most people give up or don't even show up. Because it's hard to stay committed to something that hasn't proven itself yet. We live in a world that rewards visibility, numbers, times, results, but growth doesn't announce itself. Strength builds silently, confidence forms quietly, belief grows before it ever shows. Most of the athletes I've coached don't quit because they can't work hard. They quit because they can't see the payoff yet. They don't realize they're already changing. I had a young lady on my team. I got to coach her 4 years. Name's Tessa. In fact, she's even on the record book here at the school I coach. And, I always liked her. Coaches don't have favorites, but she was definitely one that I really enjoyed working with. And she was a part of a state record team, too. It was a team that won the 4x8. And, everyone kind of considered her our weak link when it came to her senior year and the other girls. And they really wanted to take down that state record. So they worked hard, they made the plan, and they went after it. And she was our opening leg. And I had her open our leg because I knew that she was a hard worker. She deserved it. She deserved that opportunity to set the tone for the race. And so she went out, she got after it. And what was just so inspiring for everybody, because they knew how hard she worked. They knew she stayed in, she hit the weight room after, she got the strides in, she did the hurdle drills, she did everything you could right. Now, we had some pretty talented girls on the team, and she was talented too, but it was clear that she was not as talented as the other girls on the squad. That didn't stop her from being a D1 runner in college. It didn't stop her from running a fantastic leg. Everybody had the opportunity to see the time that she ran because she was lead off, and as soon as everyone saw the time that she ran, they knew that going after the state record was possible because of what the first leg did. Now, in the end, everyone's able to see that record. And that's really cool. She got to see the process pay off in the end. But all that while, people kept thinking, she's the weak link. They knew she was doing the work, but they didn't really see why. Because they didn't see everything that was about to happen. She knew that if she put her faith and her trust in the work that she was being told to do, asked to do, and believing in it, it was going to pay off. And this is what happens to most people. We misjudge the process because we can't see the progress. So the trap is we measure growth by outcomes instead of habits. But habits are the first thing to change. Movement improves first. Decision-making sharpens first. The result is always late to the party, and by the time people notice the progress, the work has already been done. Quietly, daily, faithfully. Now, as I was talking earlier about our young lady, she did the whole process. She hit the weight room, she did the abs, and she got it done. So many of the kids that I coach think that the weight room is a waste of time. The biggest example that I have for the weight room and why it works and why that process helps distance runners is when you can go in and get those weights thrown around, you're going to see your improvement a lot more than the person who just does mile after mile after mile. The miles that you hit, they're going to build that discipline. And it's not flashy. The weight room can sometimes be exactly the same way. It's not the flashiest, but it's going to get you to trust in the process and become a lot more disciplined because you get it, because you go in and you get it done. The whole reason that we're here is to experience this life. and to find out what we can and can't do and what's right and what's wrong. And so what I'm talking about ultimately isn't about just athletics. This is supposed to be about teaching and learning, even when it feels like what we're doing is so slow or boring. Just like teaching and parenting, which is a messy game. It has such slow progress. Sometimes you never get to see the rewards by teaching what you teach, raising what you're raising, until you're out of the game. Whether it's because your kids go off to college, or your kids are no longer in the house because they've gone off to college, or they're at their jobs living in their own place. But if you led with effort, it's going to get returned to you. This quiet work of doing the right things, even though no one can see it, is what builds you so that people can trust you. Because anyone can show up when it's loud. Very few people show up when it's silent. Just this morning, I was getting ready for work. So was my wife. She was making herself a sandwich. She was worried that there wasn't enough leftover spaghetti noodles, and she made me more spaghetti noodles just so that I could get a full meal. I didn't ask her to. I didn't even know about it. She all of a sudden told me, and I didn't know what to say in the moment. I couldn't even get thank you out of my mouth because I was so stunned that she would boil water and cook me noodles at 6 a.m. Thank you very much, Maya. I believe I finally was able to get my mouth closed and breathe again and able to say thank you. But thank you. So if you're in that place right now, working hard with nothing to show for it yet, you need to stay. Stay patient, stay consistent, but most of all, stay humble. You're not wasting your time, I promise you. The work you're doing is changing you, even if no one else can see it. And one day, when it finally shows, people may call it talent or luck, or they'll flat out think that you're just an overnight success. But you'll know the truth. It was always built because you worked hard even when it was quiet. And that's why you're able to run free, run fierce, and run wild.